the Tradesight Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, October 18th, 2016. Coming off of what has to have been a surprisingly boring day. Did not see that coming. It was not a bank holiday. It was technically the start of another Jewish holiday, but not one that usually has an impact like this on the markets. And yet, we certainly didn't go anywhere. We opened as dead flat as possible. We'll go through the numbers, and when you see the volume, whew, that was just disappointing. So here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the S&P in futures form. Nothing new to say because we didn't go anywhere. Let's go through the indices. So crude oil back to about $50 even, down 30 cents on the session. Gold rose literally at $1.40. Look how flat gold's been now for a week. The S&P lost 6 points. The NASDAQ 100 lost 12. The SOX semiconductor index lost 4. Biotech's lost 2, which is literally a blip, but still a little more downside there. Not pretty. The VIX was up 9 cents. Nothing there. The trend at 1.12. That leaves the 10-day moving average at 0.98. And there's not any big numbers that are about to drop off that, so I don't see that 10-day going down anytime soon unless we get some real low trend readings. Here's the amazing part. Here's the NASDAQ volume. 1.29, almost 3 billion, 1.3 billion shares. Like, look at that. Look at the day last Monday. That was the day that was 1.27 or something like this. That's because that was a bank holiday. This now becomes the third lightest day of the year, and honestly, we were tracking right up until the close for less volume than last Monday, and like I said, this is not a holiday. So it really takes the play out of the market when you get this type of situation. At any rate, here's the advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, negative 550. On the New York, negative 584. Google gains 2 and change to 806.84. Apple loses 8 cents. Amazon loses $10. Still holding near highs even with that. Netflix down, but there's some after hours trading going on in Netflix to the upside. All right, so let's take a look at the intraday action. And, realistically, wasn't much to look at. Like I said, we opened dead flat. We went a little lower. Most of the day's range was established within 30 minutes on the ES. We did dip just under it in the afternoon. And if you look at the NASDAQ side, pretty much the whole range set 30 minutes into the day. As boring as it could be. Just really, really unfortunate. All right, so what do we have on Tuesday? We do have the CPI. That's a big number. Maybe that'll move the market a bit. And we do start core earnings, so be aware of that. What that means is we could have, excuse me, a lot more stocks kind of wiggling around in the last hour or two as rumors spread of stocks that are reporting. Again, try not to hold stocks. We don't typically hold too much overnight anyways, but you definitely wouldn't want to hold anything that's releasing earnings or has a key stock in its sector releasing earnings either after the market or before the bell the next day. So try to pay attention to all that. And again, it's a different setup. Those 8 days are sometimes very different. If you haven't been through one before, you'll experience it here with us now and see what it's like. A lot of the bigger players really play late or not at all during these core earnings as we head into the back end of the year. I mean, it's usually a great trading time, though, but this has just been disappointing. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out. Have a great trading Tuesday.